Now in verse 23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. That's the bad news. But now let's look at his description of a Christian in verse 24. Being justified as a gift by His grace through the redemption which is in Christ Jesus. So if you look from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 3 and even on, there is this theme. There's this question. And this question is found not only in Christianity, it is found in Judaism, it is found in the faith of the Old Testament, it is found all over, even in other religions. And this question is this: how can a man be declared right before God by God? How can a man, a woman, a young person, stand before God, the judge of all the earth, and be declared right with Him? How can that happen? That is the question. Which lets us know that in natural or general revelation, God has shown all men that there's a problem, because all men are seeking to be justified. How can a man be right with God? Anyone who has a semblance of sanity will look in the mirror of their life and realize, I am a sinner. How can a holy, righteous, loving God accept me? How? That's the question. Well, for the Christian, he says that the Christian is justified, that they are declared right with God. Now, this whole time he's going, how can someone be right with God? Being a sinner, how can someone be right with God? And then talking about the Christian, he says this: being justified. That means legally or forensically declared right with God by God. How? Look what he says. Being justified as a gift by His grace. God justified the Christian without a cause. What does that mean? We have only given God reason to condemn us. But God justified us not because of us, not because of what we've done, but in spite of us, and in spite of what we are, and in spite of what we have done, He has justified us. Are you understanding me? Shake your head. So here we have a case where God has justified a group of people freely and without that people having given Him a cause. As a matter of fact, they gave Him cause to do the opposite, condemn them. Now, how is that? Now, let me explain it to you this way. Let's say that I have a Muslim, a Jew from Judaism, and I have a Christian, but a real one. I go to the Muslim and I say, sir, if you died right now, where would you go? I would go to paradise. Why would you go to paradise? Because I have fulfilled the pilgrimages, the 5 pillars. I've given alms. I am a good man. Okay, I understand that. And then I go to the Jewish man. I say, sir, if you died right now, where would you go? I would go to the way of the righteous. I would go to Abraham's bosom. I would go to heaven. Why? I've read the law. I love the law of God. I am a good man. Okay, I understand that. Then I come to the Christian. Sir, if you died right now, where would you go? I'd go to heaven. Why? Well, I was born in sin. And I came forth from the womb in sin. I have broken every law of my God, and I'm worthy of only condemnation. And the reporter stops him and says, hey, hold it. These other guys, I understand, they're going to heaven because of their virtue and their merit. You're telling me that you're going to heaven and you have no virtue or merit. How are you going to heaven? The Christian looks up and says, I'm going to heaven upon the virtue and the merit of another, Jesus Christ, my Lord. That is the difference right there. Nothing in my hands I bring, simply to the cross I cling. And when you come to that point, it's not just that you have saving faith. A loyalty and a love is birthed inside you. God did this for me. Do you see what the other men are doing? Do you see what they're doing? They're making themselves God. In what way? I've worked in such a way that God owes me. God is my debtor. He owes me. I've done this, and this, and this. I'm over Him. He owes me. The Christian, I have nothing but Christ. I have nothing but Christ. Self-righteousness, grace. Grace.